Okay, as we see a lot of high school students right now, even though it's a non-traditional way of moving on to college, they need a transition. Joining us now to talk about that is Merrick Matthews of College Transition Counseling. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. Good to be here.
Good to have you in here. So a lot of kids got to make that step from high school into college, and that doesn't always be that easy.
That's a really tough step. I think right now we are expecting more of our kids. Our kids have more pressures. I think if you think back to when you and I went off to college, the things that we faced were nothing like what these kids are going through right now.
Especially now with all the, some of them didn't get to walk across an actual stage, these virtual graduations. There's a lot of stress involved in that. So you guys even deal with that side of the transition.
We do. So we're a telemedicine company. That's essentially what we do. So we've taken traditional therapy, life coaching, counseling, kind of stirred them up in a blender, added some technology, and we interface with these kids on their schedules. So we're able to take that needed help that they want and that they desperately need right now as they deal with some of these feelings of grief and then that transition to college, and we help them make that transition pretty easily.
And how long do you guys stay with them? It's not just like we've seen you, now you're off to college. How long is that?
No. So our program that we really try to take kids through is 10 weeks. So on some specific focus areas. But those kids have us in their back pocket as long as they want to be with us. So if they go through our program, they transition into college, we have a couple of folks that we've been working with that continue to go with us, and they were even with us after they finish school.
Okay, so the feedback you've gotten from the students, I'm sure, is great, but really the parents, because they're sending a child off to college and they kind of feel in a way they've lost a little bit of connection.
Absolutely.
That's where you guys step in. What's the feedback you've gotten from the parents?
So the parents love it because this is something we do as a family. So the families are involved in this process. So we're kind of picking up where they leave off and transitioning with their child into school and giving them that helping hand. It gives parents a tremendous feeling of security knowing that their kids have somebody that they can call, text, video conference with on their schedule to help them when they need it.
Okay, tell me how it works. How does someone get involved with something like this?
So the first thing to do is just to reach out to us, just to get a hold of us. We do an initial intake where we talk to the student, we talk to the families, and then our independent counselors, they're all master's level degrees and higher. We then attach a kid to one of those counselors, and we do it based on what they need. So we have individuals that we compare depending on what the kid needs. And then at that point, we do an intake where we go through, we look for any unidentified mental health needs that might be there. And then we start the program and we go through some specific focus areas that we know are what kids are going to face when they get to school.
So at the end of the day, your goal is what? To ensure that big step in life, and it's a lot of, some kids mentally aren't ready for this, to live on their own and to study their own. So at the end of the day, what's the result that you guys want?
So we understand that as kids go off to school, the decisions that they're going to make are going to be ones that impact them for the rest of their life. A few small missteps can change their direction forever. So we want to be that helping hand that helps guide them and make good decisions as they move into their college career and then into their future. We're trying to build a healthy person that moves into society once they finish school.
I'm just thinking back now, where was this when we were in college?
No kidding.
I had the mentality of a fifth grader going into college, and I would have really this would have benefited a guy like me. Okay, so website, all that good information, how somebody can get hold of you?
collegetransitioncounseling.com. So that's our internet area, and we also are on Facebook under the same moniker. So College Transition Counseling. You can get a hold of us, and we'll start working with your kid.
Absolutely now, and like we were talking off camera about all the things that our graduates have gone through just in the last 2-3 months of not graduating with their friends and really kind of taking that next step in their life has not been the most traditional way that we used to doing it. Even the commencement speeches, if there ever was one, they've missed out on this. So I think more than ever a service like this is very important to our high school graduates. I appreciate you coming.
Thanks so much. I appreciate the time.
Absolutely.